A new startup is harnessing birdsong to rate biodiversity. The idea is to listen to the species on public or private land to give a sort of kite mark on how developed and healthy is the ecosystem which supports the birds. Conrad Young is the founder of Chirrup.ai and described the moment his idea came to him.
I was in my fiancé's backyard listening to the ambient noise during lockdown, and the ambient noise was a lot louder than it had been. There was no traffic and the aeroplanes had stopped flying. It struck me as I was listening to this sound of birds around me that that's an indicator. It gives you something that's a really direct picture of what's going on farm and how healthy that ecology is.
Now, even a trained human wouldn't get every bird at the same time. So you've employed AI.
Yeah, we have. We've used two technological components here. So one is bioacoustic recorder. It's a box with a fairly straightforward piece of electronics inside that listens out to that noise and records it. And then the AI takes that audio using a sort of trained model. It determines different species based on their characteristic bird song.
So obviously a water bird is going to indicate that you're bringing a habitat to life which will support many different animals. So let's just listen to this famous water bird.
Hopefully that's an easy one to start off with. It's a mallard duck. So anybody who's been as a kid to a park or taken their kids to the park will no doubt have recognised mallard ducks.
And some of the species that we know have grown up with our pasture farming. The yellowhammer is an indicator of, I'm picturing a big open field when I listen to this.
Yeah, growing up, my mum said to me, it's saying a little bit of bread and no cheese.
Yes, it clearly is saying that. Let's just have another listen. It is saying that, a little bit of bread and no cheese.
It's likely that you've got a good healthy grassland there, a sympathetic regime of grass cutting that allows them to forage.
Now, let's go to the northern lapwing. I must say, this is really unusual for me. I don't think I've ever seen or heard one. Ooh. Oh, there might be a sheep in there, mightn't there?
That's definitely an agricultural environment, yes.
Now, if I've not seen or couldn't spot one, am I unusual?
Not at all, no. These are red list species.
And then we look at birds up the food chain, predators, so the common buzzard. Wow. What does it eat?
It'll eat roadkill, vertebrates, invertebrates.
And also it's pretty terrifying if you're a rodent and you hear that sound.
Exactly, yeah. So a barn owl in the course of a season will eat 6,000 rodents.
And the little owl, you mentioned the barn owl, but I suppose we can put the little owl into the same category of an important predator. Let's give it a moment and it's to shine. Very distinctive, isn't it?
Yeah. It's not the twit-to-oo of the tawny. Many of us haven't heard little owls because there are so few.
So few of them. So I'm looking at the devices here. There's a Velcro strap which attaches to a tree or a branch. This records for a period of time, tells me the diver. So what's your dream of this?
Well, the hope is that we get more visibility. Consumers can listen to, ultimately, what's on farm. Maybe a scannable QR code on the packet that allows somebody to listen through to the sound of the milk that was being produced on the farm, the sound of the beef, the sound of the corn that they're eating, just the ambient noise, the chorus of life.
Conrad Young harvesting the chorus of life for his startup, Chirrup.ai.